EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from a rainy Levi's Stadium. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Ready. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
The tight end motioning left here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's taken in.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Blue, yellow, 43, white, blue.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Hey, go Fury!
They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Ready!
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On the jump!
2nd and inches. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Gets to the edge at the 30. Oh, yeah. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, San Francisco. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Ready! Left, ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flush to his left. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go! Hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Pass on left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Right. 10 black.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We are through one. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Drill, green. You, yellow. Set.
He'll look to throw. Downfield. He's got Horton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That is caught, and he's in. Noah Fant, touchdown Seattle. Extra point try, forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. To level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Ready,
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they'll take this down inside his 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. And that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the bootleg, it's Richardson. Now he'll run. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. One more time with Pacheco. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And goal.
Get it. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
20-yard attempt.
This, about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Niners move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally be taken down. That would have been a way to end this half, but either way, we have come to the end of this first half of play. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 8. Ready.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. H busted and drop him before he could take that shot downfield. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He finds Austin with the grab. Down the sideline. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Michael. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's when the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
And 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Seattle.
That's good.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Noah Fant was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. It's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season. as he will get himself checked out. It is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Richardson. This one grabbed by Austin. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. And in this case, they do it for a loss. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready! Liking it!
Richardson, little to throw, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Ready, set! Let's go now! 52 Bulls! Go get him, go get him! Ready?
Now, faking the give. Moving to his right. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Down!
The tight end Fant in motion.
Ready!
Shotgun run now with Walker. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Come on, shoot! Yellow! Blue 32! Set, huh?
Now they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield. Usually the spot that tells us hold it. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Walker. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up bait out to the 33-yard line.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
Black, right, white! Ready, ready!
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end.
Get it. Get it.
Here's Pacheco. He gets the fourth quarter going. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Okay, break. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long.
52 blue. Smash, red. Strike it. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got Douglas going deep. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Cut.
They'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover.
Ready,
on
set.
downs.
We'll go play action. It's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable. which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
One of the tight ends motions right. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Down the left sideline. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 56 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here's Walker. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
17. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Past midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On play action, Richardson will find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Rock.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a 9.
sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive, falling for the promise of the emptiness machine.